Welcome to the GT3 Race on Oz final for the Pro Class. We are at Spa-Francorchamps here in Belgium. There's the circuit. There is the overlay. That is our battleground tonight. And I'm very much looking forward to it. Eau Rouge Radion. This is where that famous complex lives. As we go to the track, you can see the lights are on. The dust is on the lens. The suspense is in the air. Paulie. What a wonderful, spicy, just out of this world lap. Means Paulie gets to control the field. Bardas in second place. Another great driver that has gone from strength to strength. A River runs, a little bit disappointing for him. Still third, but you could see how much that pole position meant. And right up until the final moment, River held it, but the 400 from BHR was beaten just at the last minute. Vic Chan, his teammate, will sit in behind him in fourth. Nige Guns, who could win the championship himself, he's fifth and looking strong. We've got Ortec and Skill in seventh. JJ from the dark side, as he's running the black car, number 8. Brett Watt 9, and then it's Slam Bob in 10th. And Slam Bob, he can also win it. Cartoon's down in 11th. Eagle wins. Surprising to see him so low. Jono Stan, he's also starting to learn ACC and become one of the quickest out there. Bounty's in 14th. Someone awesome, another driver. That's a hot fan favourite. The same with Ty Morgo. It's weird to see them down that low. Gaz is here, and Chubb is your field of 18. But here we go for the start. Let's get racing. Look how far away Paulie and Bardas are from the rest of the field. It is just no contest. River, don't know what he was doing, holding them up, but Bardas and Paulie, there was like 5 car gaps already. Look at the distance. Great start from those two. And the rest of the field getting through La Source. It's a long line of cars. We're still coming through. Down to Eau Rouge. Radion is the top. There we go. We get through tonight. But Paulie leading from the front. Fantastic start. And he wears the 001 in the top corner of the Ferrari there. Thank you, Sir Mix-a-Lot. It's good to have you with us. And Sir Mix-a-Lot is one of our biggest supporters. It's good to see your name again. Alrighty, well, what a start. What a start. It's been flawless for the man at the front. The rest of the field looks like they know what's happening. And JJ looks like he is starting to put the pressure on Skill down there in 7th. We get through Pooh tonight for the first time under racing conditions. And he is just following just nice and calmly for now. There's no reason to do anything drastic. Still got 1 hour and 28 minutes of racing to go, so plenty to talk about tonight. But what a start. I still can't get over the start from Paulie. He's already got a second up over Bardas now, just looking at those intervals. Just remind yourself, those intervals only get updated once we hit the sectors. Here comes JJ, one of the fastest guys out there. He's had an injury this season, which has probably held him back from taking the top honours tonight, but it is still all or nothing for him. He might get 2 spots. He's going to be just beaten into the bus stop. Slight contact there, but early stop as well. So JJ's in. And Paulie did the same thing. Paulie has been on point when it comes to strategy this season. And with these pit windows, completely wiped out because it causes server issues. Paulie's taken full advantage of the time he gains and the strategy he gets from it. So basically, Paulie's quick. He'll have no competition holding him back. He'll have a free range on track, and he'll just be able to go as quickly as he possibly can for as long as he possibly can. That's someone awesome. Oh, it's a crowded field. We've got 3 wide. Jono stands amongst that as well. That looked a little wild. He's fallen backwards. And Slam Bob was the one that we saw losing spots, so I don't know what happened there. But Ty Morgo chasing Jono. It was Brett Want behind Bounty there. That was a fantastic introduction to what we're going to see tonight. The McLaren. Ty Morgo in the big Bentley. Well, I hope I haven't left Viper's there. Forgot about that. Ty Morgo. This is a driver we should not discount at all. Same with someone awesome. They've already improved 6-7 positions already. Ty and someone just chasing each other. In those Bentleys, they've pretty much followed each other through this whole 3rd season. Haven't been able to shake each other. In fact, it's been pretty funny. Is that Brett Want? I thought Brett was trying to get around Bounty. Oh, here comes Jono Stan as well. He got a great exit through Blanchimont. 3 different cars, 3 different drivers, 3 different styles. Very wide from Jono, leaving nothing on the table as Brett Want tries to beat Bounty under braking, but it doesn't work. So he hangs back. Jono Stan gets through. Ty gets through. Someone gets through. Chubb. He's also got Slam Bob on his backside now. And JJ and Paulie were the first to take their stops. Ortec will be the 3rd. Ooh, what happened there? That was a little wild from Slam Bob. It's not going good for him tonight. In fact, let's talk a little bit about Slambo. If he wants to win the championship tonight, Vic needs to finish 16th. Paulie needs to finish 14th. River needs to finish 13th. Ty 5th and Nige 3rd. Well, unfortunately, River is doing exceptionally well up there in 2nd, so it's not going to work out for Slam Bob as it is right now. Brian pointing out that the mid-race 2-stop also works. You can see Brett Want got past Bounty. Would have been down the Kemmel straight, I'd imagine. And 7 turns to 8. But that just puts him in the iron sights of Jono Stan, who joined halfway through this season, filling in, and didn't have a lot of hours under his belt, but that's changed now, and you can see he's been able to transition and bring those skills from GT Sport in to ACC, and he's definitely going to be one to look out for come season 4. Not a word of a lie. Slam Bob though, still with Chubb. Chubb's doing all right. He's sticking with someone awesome, so his pace isn't bad at all. Those guys are fast. It's just a very, very congested back end of the field at the current moment. Look how quick they're chucking the cars through there. Paul saying Jono's been a huge improver. Not a word of a lie. That is very, very true, Paul. So the rest of the field, skill. Looks like he got a really good exit there. Chubb actually got ahead of Bounty. So, yeah, Bounty was a little sluggish out of the bus stop. And it's hurting. Bounty's fallen to 11th. Alrighty. Let's go to Nige. Where's Nige? He's 4th. This is Nige Guns. If Nige Guns is to win the championship tonight, he needs Vic to finish 14th, Paulie to 12th, River 11th, and Ty 3rd. Just doesn't look like it's going to work out, especially with River there in 2nd again. Another driver that's just ruining the permutations for Nige. For River to win, Paulie needs to finish 3rd. And Vic needs to finish 5th. It's not looking in his favour yet. It's a long way to go in an endurance race. Anything can happen. But that's how it stands. Big Les is here. Oh, once again, Bounty is just pushed to his absolute limits. And there at Puon, I wonder if his car is not quite set up for the cool temps we've got at the moment. Yes, the track's optimum, but it's a 10-degree track. It's pretty cold. Just seems to be struggling. I think it would be set up because Bounty, that's not like him. Not like him at all. But I like the racing that's happening here. Ty, Chubbs, Skill, this three-way fight. Definitely explode at a moment's notice. Chubb wants to show up that Bentley. Skill wants to show that the AMG Mercedes power was the right choice for NCR. Evening. Where's JJ? Says Barra. He's down. Oh no, did JJ disconnect? Oh no! Here comes Skill. Chubb provided the slipstream. Skill. Look at the move. Clean as a whistle. 607. Inside the top 10. He'll be very happy with the way that's worked out. Let's see if he can't get Ty Morgo within the next couple of laps as well. But JJ has disconnected. Such is life. It has not been his season. I probably jinxed him. But I'm sorry, JJ. But yeah, 17 drivers. We started with 18, and yeah, JJ is that disconnect. Just, yeah. Unfortunately, he'll just have to pick himself up, come back for the endurance events coming up, or just look towards season 4 from now on. It just, yeah, it's just one of those seasons, you know? I think a lot of drivers have been there before. You could reset the server, but that'd probably upset a lot of people. And a lot of people just consider disconnects just like a, you know, an engine failure or whatever. Just a terminal issue. This is Skill on Ty. 2 in 2 laps. Bus stop's turning out to be his favourite place to execute the moves. Not quite this time. Ty was ready. Has he got anything left in the bag of tricks, though? Oh, he's going to get around the back marker. He's trying to follow Jono Stan, but Stan is just putting in some quick laps, and that gap is up over a second now between him and Jono Stan. 1.6 is last measurement. Jono has got some pace. This is where the big fight is at. It's the battle for 9 and 10. Skill wants to show he deserves to be there. Oh, just squeezed it up. He's going to probably put off Ty Morgo a little bit here. He's got to think about defending. And you've all been there. When you start, obviously, putting all your efforts into defending, you're not driving as quick, and you start letting everyone else catch up, having a go at you. So the issue can sometimes compound. I know you all know that, but I think it's worth pointing out. Ty Morgo, right now, just keeping a handle on it as the nose of skill is just sniffing, prodding, looking for any way through. And he's going to try and make the hole. Just got to be clean about it. Maybe. Just do it into the bus stop. It seemed to work for him the last few times. Let's see if the slipstream Ty Morgo's creating can't work. Kemmel straight. It's also a good place to do these things. Ty Morgo has the straight lines though. Here comes skill. Once again, on the braking though, pretty much level. Oh, here he is. JJ's with us. He got a blue screen. Thank you, 505 Games, for ruining JJ's race. I'm glad it wasn't me then. They're going so wide, Paul, that a drive-through, they literally driving into a McDonald's drive-through. That's how far off track they're going. But I know what you mean. A drive-through penalty would just crucify you tonight. It would be almost impossible. I think it'd be impossible to get back from unless there was a red flag. We don't obviously have safety cars, but a safety car in the real world would help. Now this, everyone else is quite spread out at the moment. So it's really between these three. Chubb sort of just holding station there, aft of skill. And just seeing maybe something will happen maybe. When he'll be able to be the victor and reap the rewards. But not expecting anything drastic to happen at the moment. SLR, hello. Good to see you. Is it your first time here, SLR? I don't recognize the name. By the way, if you are enjoying it, let the algorithm know. Hit like. Subscribe as well if you like sim racing. And if you like to watch as much sim racing as possible, if you're on YouTube, what's the thing they say? Smash that bell and hit the get all notifications. As Ty Morgo once again just comfortably deals with anything Skill can do. So Skill's going to take his first stop. He's tried for a few laps, realised it's a futile endeavour. Why not take one of the mandatory stops? This is our race leader, Barters. He's got a decent lead on River, 3 seconds. Well, welcome along, SLR. It's good to have you along. Yeah, I don't get many UK viewers just because of the time difference between yourself here and Australia. So it's good to, actually get a UK viewer every now and then. I mean, we do have them. We've got Buzz, who's from the north of UK. He's actually started his karting season, starts on the 11th, which is the same day we do. And, yeah, he's actually taken us on as a sponsor because he was allowed to do a... thank you, Mel Kirk, for the like. He was able to take on a personal sponsor. He didn't really have anyone, and he wanted to help us out, so thank you, Buzz. But the NRG Sprint Series is the fastest hire kart sprint in the UK, and he starts on the 11th of April. And we're waiting to see the result from that. So we'll let you know after the weekend. Is the Ashes on now? I've totally lost. Because I don't watch TV anymore, because I just watch YouTube, I literally don't have an antenna on my house that can pick up terrestrial TV. So if I watch TV, it's through this app that's on the Xbox. It's been taken down now, but it's called Aussie TV for the win. And instead of having to sign up to all the free-to-air, Channel 9, 10, obviously you just pick the stream. It's just this nice app that someone coded. You skip all the signing up. It's really good. But yeah, because I don't watch TV, I sometimes miss when things start. So if the Ashes is starting, I would... that's something I wouldn't know. But he says it's in December, so there you go. Yep, summertime. Summertime cricket. Love it. Makes sense. In the UK, though, that's clearly the winter. So that's a weird thing for you to hear. So at the moment, Ty Morgo, he's dropped his closest competitor skill. Chubb's still there, but he's fallen off a little. And John O'Stan, he's getting caught now, actually. He's lost about 7/10 last time we checked in. So Ty's Bentley is starting to come to life. But we have had many drivers take their stops. This is one of them. Gazza is here for the team BHR. Ortex had his stop. Well, first of two. Skill, same situation. Then it's Slam Bob and someone awesome. And Paulie, who we are expecting to win tonight. What a lap in qualifying as well. This is what I was talking about. He did his stop very early. You can see down there on the track map, bottom right, he's the red dot. Look at all the space he's got. He just needs... all he has to do now is just concentrate on his lines. And if he can do quali lap after quali lap, or at least be consistent, Paulie's got this in the bag for sure. Don't want to jinx him though. We've got an hour and 9 to go. So further back up the front, this is Vic Chan in third. And Vic Chan, I believe, can also win tonight. No, sorry, Vic Chan can't win the championship. It's just that he comes up in so many of the permutations, such as having to finish 13th if Ty Morgo wants to win. So if Ty Morgo wants to win the championship, Vic Chan, who's third right now, needs to finish 13th. Paulie needs to finish 11th, and I don't think that'll happen. And River needs to finish 10th, and he's second. So not looking likely, but he's still chasing a top spot finish. And he's got his teammate River at the moment just ahead of him. Because it is tense. We've gotten through the first 22 minutes. 5 drivers tonight. You've heard it right. 5 drivers could take the championship out. At the moment, our favourite is Paulie. Vic Chan needs to finish 4th though. And I think the way the cars will figure themselves out after the reshuffling after everyone does their stops, I don't think Vic Chan's going to be 3rd. But I've seen crazier things. I've seen wilder things. Let's not discount Vic Chan upsetting Paulie tonight. But I do just want to say a big thank you, everybody, for supporting us this season. Big thanks to JJ yourself, mate, for just getting it all organised and you know, helping this league run. I think we all owe JJ that. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to season 4. And if you do want to get involved, RaceOnOz.com, or just join my Discord and I'll let you know where to go. JJ's there. He'll point you in the right direction. So, at the moment, let's get a little bit of an update. This is endurance racing, of course. Sometimes this is what I like to call the calm before the storm. Bardas is leading this race by 3.8 seconds. River Run is second in that Ferrari for Team Bruce Hale Racing, and Vic Chan, also from Bruce Hale Racing, currently third. Nige, a driver that could win. He's running fourth. This Mercedes driver can't do. Then it's Eaglewind in the Bentley. The McLaren of Brett Wan, he's up to 7th. Then it's John O'Stant, who's been our biggest improver all season. Ty Morgo went a little wide there at La Source, and he's 9th. And to finish out the top 10, it's Chubb, who's going to be hoping for more mistakes like that so he can close the gap on Ty. Bounty's coming into the pit lane. Let's see if he gets on his marks. Bang on. That's a... Getting your pit stop wrong or overshooting it, you can lose a lot of time. So Bounty will be happy with that one. This is Paulie. Look at that car. It's got not a lick of damage. Early stop. Only one mandatory to go. Someone is in the same situation. Slam Bob as well. Skill, Ortec, and Gaza is all 17. Unfortunately, we lost JJ to a blue screen. Chubby's getting closer to Ty Morgo here as we get through no name. So let's rejoin the action here. And how much longer can Ty Morgo deal with this sustained input from the Audi? Well, I've got your attention as well. I hope everyone had a great Easter, whatever you did. I actually didn't eat a single bit of chocolate. There was not even an Easter egg in my house because we bought them a month early and we couldn't help ourselves. We ate them. So Easter there was no chocolate. That's because we were fat and ate it a month early. But anyway, I can't be trusted with chocolate. It's only something that's happened to me as I've gotten old. I used to be able to be pretty good, but I don't know what it is. I got old and I got a sweet tooth. Chubb's a little wider, Blanchimont there. I wonder if he gained a bit of time because the distance between him and Ty certainly compressed. So, I mean, they wouldn't do it if they weren't gaining time, but they can be given a drive-through for penalties like that, for track limits. So they are dancing with danger in some respects. Skill's done both stops. He's just coming out there. Now, I don't know if you still hear Roses, but a lot of people... Oh, you're not wrong, Big Les. That's going to be the thing. We do shopping every second Wednesday because we do a fortnight shop. That's going to be something I think that we're going to be buying a lot tomorrow morning. Stuart, evening. Good to see a big grin. It's good to see you as well. Yes. We did have 18 though. We lost one to a blue screen. But Dems... the rules sometimes. It just happens. You just got to take it on the chin. Yes, I was talking to you, Roses, on Twitch. I don't know if anyone here uses Twitch very often, but I was starting to hear this thing about hot tub streaming. And I thought it was a meme, you know, a joke. Like, or, you know, if you guys don't start donating, I'm going to have to start doing a hot tub stream, you know, get, you know, start flashing my body a little bit. I thought that was a joke. Nope. That's a thing. If you go on Twitch right now, and I think if you go to the Just Chatting category, there will be girls in hot tubs streaming. It's a thing. It's crazy. And some of them are doing really quite well. So, thankfully, you guys are very supportive, so I won't need to go that far and jump in a hot tub and commentate. Not sure you'd like to see that at all. Yes, as Baradog has pointed out, Nige is on a charge. I think Vic Chan's going to be dinner in just a second. So this is looking good. We get an hour to go, and we're going to start seeing some strategy, some play, some hastening of the pace. Nige looks like he's starting to do that right now. Let's see what Nige can pull out. Let's see what Vic Chan can pull out as well. These two very talented drivers. It's going to be a hot contest. I know that much. Brian says he'd watch. I doubt you've watched that, Brian. Paul says doesn't really sound like a threat. Oh, man. No, it didn't, did it? Chubb also starting to put the power up. So we hit back to Nige in the Ferrari. So out about a second. Vic Chan in the McLaren. Dealing with it beautifully. Does anyone know off the top of their head? Because I really wish I got more time to sit down and enjoy ACC. But is the McLaren better in a straight line than the Ferrari? Or are they quite equal? Because it looked pretty good down there. It looked pretty good. I must admit. Into La Source. We've got 59 minutes left on the clock. The track's optimum. The track temp's coming up. 18 degrees Celsius. So we're going to start getting a little bit pressure start to come up in those tyres. Paul says it depends on the tune. Well, that is true. Very true. Because I guess you could obviously, you know, set it for downforce. But ultimately, Spa, I think it goes without saying you'd want a slipperier car because you've got those long straights. But then again, you know, some people might struggle through the corners a little bit just because of the characteristics of the car. And they might, you know, dabble on a bit of more downforce than someone else might, just so, you know, they can get that mechanical and aero grip through the corners. So you do make a good point. But I wondered if we like made both cars as slippery as possible and then just straight up, straight line drag. I wonder which one would come out on top actually. So Chubb. Sorry, Vic Chan. Doesn't look too phased at the moment. He hasn't been pushed wide, running deep. You know, some drivers can get a little bit mesmerized on their rear vision mirror, start concentrating too much on that interval, and their driving consistency starts to wane a little. We're not seeing that from Vic at the moment. He's a professional driver, of course. He's done this plenty of times. He's been in situations like this many times as well, so he knows what to do. But Nige might just be enough of a threat to put him off at some point. Let's see. Into the bus stop now. Compressors. needs a good exit. ENDURO Source will want a good exit as well for that run to Eau Rouge. The Battle of the Slipperiest. That's going to be my next event. Everybody has to put on the slipperiest setting, and we just go racing. Oh, Brian has to ruin it with his logic, coming in saying it's all racing. This duo, though, this is good. This is good. Here we go. Nige, great pace. He's going to be forced to the outside. Vic Chan has a moment to defend up into the inside to the upcoming right-hander. Outside line from Nige, rather. Oh, beautiful move. You can't teach that. That's years and years and years of experience. Look at this. You don't see it often, the driver on the outside getting the win. Vic Chan did the best thing he could, defending the inside line. It turns to the outside for the next turn, though, and because Nige was ahead, that line was his to take. So great stuff, and Nige can start working on disappearing now, if he can. Mel from Northern Ireland. I missed that comment when you said that earlier, Mel. Sorry. But what a pass. Well, Paul talking about our slippery event. Says import Route X from Gran Turismo Sport and let's do it. God. Now, Route X, if you're not familiar with it, it's just like it's like this unrealistically long, straight, oval type track. It's just so long. I don't know how, in fact, I want to tell you how long it is. Thank you, Spec One, one of the, our other supporters, man. Good to see you, Spec. So our leader's Barters. He pits from the front. Vic Chan isn't quite as fast at the moment as Nige. And you can see it right here. The gap's opened up quite significantly. So it looks like Nige is on the charge at the moment. Wonder how long he'll keep that up before he then takes to his first stop tonight. But River Runs is now our race leader. The number 400 from the championship team, Bruce Hale Racing. Might have to contend with Nige Guns in a few laps or so. So let's see where this one goes. Route X is about 18 miles. So, you know, a 28-kilometer straight circuit, or straight oval circuit. It's just ridiculously big. But yeah, that'd be a great way to test, you know, those sort of statistics. It'd be good if they added a track like that to the game, just so you could sort of, you know, outright test things like that. That'd be a bit of fun, actually. So we got Chubb. Run the numbers, says Paul, with River leading. Let's have a look. So the drivers that can win, just to remind you, everybody at home, it's Slambo, Nige, Ty, River, and Hawley. River leading doesn't really upset anyone. For River to win, Paulie needs third and Vic needs fifth. So Paulie still down the bottom. He's up to ninth, but again, he's done that first stop. And Vic Chan needs fifth and he's third. So River, if the race was to end right now, wouldn't win the championship. There still needs to be a few differences. Belinda wants Paul to win, and it's looking good for Paul. Belinda, absolutely. Paul's looking likely the biggest favourite at the current moment. And I'd hate to bet against him right now, in fact. He's doing so well. Do have two drivers, though, that have done their mandatories. Skill and Slambo. If you're new to the racing and wondering how I knew that, have a look. You see their names. You see the green square down the bottom next to the driver's name. That means they've got no more pit stops that they have to do. But obviously, if they have damage, run out of fuel, need to change a set of tyres, they can still go into the pit lane. But if you see a number, that's the amount of pit stops they have left. So they've got 1, 2, 2. Pretty easy system, actually. I wish there was a way to actually turn it into how many stops they've made as well. Unfortunately, we don't have that technology just yet. Ty Morgo starting again to stretch the distance between him and Chubb. The track's warming up again. I notice the warmer the track gets, Ty Morgo gets a little bit more comfortable. So 7th for him at the moment. It's looking good. Pagnin Next Level, Gamesman Racing Team, and Selby Acoustics are all still, though, fighting it out for the Teams Championship. So there's still a lot on the line tonight in regards to championship honours. So let's we'll have to wait and see where everyone finishes up, though, before we know the final result. Belinda. Paul says, Paulie, the best of the first stoppers. I think he's pioneered the stopping on the first lap strategy. It seems to have been working quite well. We've lost another driver, actually. I'm not quite sure who we lost. It's not Paulie. Because we've got 16 instead of 18. Is it Cart Dude? No, Cart Dude's there at 10th. Oh, Barter's bang on. Track temp 21. It's still going up. Brian, you did say it was about 20. The philosophy has been fulfilled. The prophecy has been fulfilled. We are at 21 degrees right now. So if everybody's been doing their homework at home in the cars, they'll be set up for that. This is our current leader from the Pro Division. But yet to make a pit stop. And there are 2 mandatory stops to make. You might be seeing there's a lot of gaps between these drivers, but the pit stops do that on this track here at Spa because it's such a big track and the pit lane is just ginormous. It's just the nature of the circuit. But once we start seeing everybody rotate through, especially for their first one, things will start to get a little bit more spicy again. And trust me, you're going to want to be here when that happens. But if you do need to get a little bit of a bite to eat, I would suggest you go right now and crack that next beer. Cook that potato if you're a little bit hungry. And we'll see you in about 10 minutes because I think it's about to get spicy. Nigel's in. So he beats both River. Well, only River, who's in front of him. So the undercut, we know, can work quite well here at Spa if you get it right. Jono Stan currently up to 4th. Is he going to take to the pit lane this lap as well? No, he's quite content with things. He's going to see another lap at least. Ty Moore going to the bus stop. And he'll follow Nige into that. Chubb does the same thing. Not surprising there because they're quite close together. And Chubb doesn't want to lose a lot of time because we can see how powerful that undercut can be. Paulie, though, is going to gain some spots here. And he might actually take his second stop. So there you go. Paulie coming in for that second stop tonight, right on the 46th minute to go. And that's pretty much in line with the best strategy we saw last week in Pro-Am as well. So I'm sure Paulie learnt something from those guys.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
So there you go. He means Eau Rouge Radion, Paul. He just spelt it without the L's. Now, I've never actually questioned this. But like, Radion in Spanish, does it actually mean anything? Like, does it translate, or is it like, you know? Not getting, it's not the easiest translation, obviously. Steep slope. There you go. It stands for steep slope. So, a steep hill, which makes complete sense because you're going up the hill. I've never ever looked that up until just then, so there you go. I was going to say radius as well, Paul. Just because in Italian, the word for curb is quite similar to radion. Obviously radius, you know, the Latin, all that. But yeah, there you go, steep slope. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the corner names at Monza. But there was a commentator in the latest Formula One Challenger Series race. They were at Monza. And he kept calling the first chicane at Monza the Rogers chicane. I couldn't believe he was calling it Rogers chicane. Because it means... The corner is called Variante della Roggia, which means corner of the canal. Not a person named Rogers. I've never heard anyone call it that, ever. It's the first chicane. It's not the first turn chicane. It's the one after Curva Grande. It's that one. The one just before the Lesmos. So we start seeing more and more of these drivers rotating through. More and more green boxes appear. And we're just waiting now for the racing to heat up once again as the intervals collapse and we start fighting for position. That's a wide line from Eagle. At least it looked wide. No, it was him exiting, so there you go. I don't know. Maybe he did actually visit the canal, Paul. But it was really weird. Like, this is a broadcast, the F1 Challenger Series under the, F1 eSports banner. And he was calling it the Rogers chicane. I was like, oh my god. He doesn't realise, does he? Paulie. Paulie's still here. He's down there in 10th. He's done his second. So Paulie... That's a good point, actually. Let's have a look. Vic still exiting. So yeah, Paulie's going to make a lot of time on Vic there. That was a good call. Still can't see Vic. He's still under the pit lane limiter. There he is, just exiting now, back up to race pace. So there's This is it. The undercut is so effective here at Spa. I'm really surprised anyone has attempted the overcut, but I guess you got to try something different, especially if you race or you're not so confident in your setup, changing that early. So we'll see what happens. Can Vic Chen come back? The gap is reportedly 15 seconds. We'll get an updated report on that soon, but that's a lot of time to lose. A lot of time. River, though, still leading. Lap 21. Mid-race stops are good, says Brian. Let's go Cyclone. Not a lot in it. Spicy times ahead from Mr. Wilson. From the spicy driver himself. Cyclone Paulie at Category 3 in building. On the old Fujita scale, I'm going to call it an F4. Watch out. Well, it's not a Cyclone anymore, it's a Twister. Storm Chasers coming from all across the lands to see Cyclone Paulie. And he's about to upset a lot of people, I think, tonight. He's up there in 8th. In the number 220. He is hotly contested for this win. Eagle is just exiting from his second and final mandatory stop. We've got half the field now. With those stops complete, they can race to the end with 40 minutes left on the race clock. Yeah, Paulie is definitely in the lead. Looking at the intervals and looking at the times, I would say once those other drivers do that last stop, Paulie is going to retake first, without a doubt. Oh, it's Paulie's last race before going PC. Well, hopefully I'll be doing some PC streams in the future as well. I'd love to use my PC copy of ACC. It's also so good for broadcasting. It gives me I don't know, just makes me warm and fuzzy thinking about the tools I get to use on PC. So maybe I'll see Paulie on PC land as well. I really like the broadcast tools that PC's got. Oh, it's so good. I can do helicopter shots, you can do bumper shots, cockpit, you name it. Different dynamic camera angles. You can chuck up, different timing intervals, chuck up the telemetry. It's so good. It's a shame it didn't translate to the console. He's doing so good at the moment. Up to 7th. And like I said, he's just waiting for these next 6 ahead. John O'Stan. One of those. Then it's Chubb. Then it'll be Brett Want. Cart Dude, Nige Guns, and River Runs. Once those 6 have filtered through the pit stops, then we're on for a spicy finish. If you're not... Oh, we've had... who is that? I've totally forgotten who that was. Who was in the green car just there? Just have a look. I didn't get to it in time because I couldn't think of the name of the person. I'm going to feel like an absolute idiot when I figure it out. It's the McLaren. It was Brett, wasn't it? Oh, not looking good. No, it's not Brett. It's the other McLaren. It was Vic Chan. That's who it was. Sorry, I couldn't figure it out. Vic Chan. Oh, no. And Vic. Oh, that was a massive. What has gone on there? Something's not right for Vic. Let's go back to the replay. Through Blanchimont. What happened to the man? It didn't even hit the curb at all. It's just all on his own, Tom. And it was, so close to a huge accident. As the car came to a complete stop, covering 3/4 of the track there. Very lucky escape for Vic. Very lucky for the Bentley as well. But what a disappointing finish this is going to be for Vic. Things were looking up, but the damage, I think, it's hurt him a little bit. The massive flat spots there. Damage on the rear says big. Mr. Wilson says, someone get Paulie on the phone and tell him to bring this bad boy home safely. Let's call the Prime Minister. Let's let him know that he's got plenty of support cheering him on. Just needs to bring her home. He's 7th. Got a little bit of a battle starting to form between Jono, Stan and Chubb. The gap's 1.5 seconds. And that Audi doesn't look like he's being intimidated much by the big old Italian Lamborghini. That is definitely trying to sneak up on him and steal the spot. Brett Want into the pit lane. He does his 2 mandatory stops now. Oh, it's an F5 twister from Paulie. Category 5. In fact, there's probably going to be a new category just for Paulie as he promotes himself to 6th. There's only 5 cars ahead, and the 5 cars ahead all need to stop. So Paulie looks like our eventual race leader. He's got to hold on for the next 34 minutes. That can be an eternity in racing terms. He's just got to hold on. I don't want to jinx him. I don't want to put the curse on him. But I do want to say, for Paulie, it would hurt if he doesn't bring it home from here. So Belinda cheering him on. Sharing the good luck as well. No doubt about it. A lot of practice has probably gone into Paulie's week. Getting everything perfect. And I'm sure once he hits the PC land, he's going to surprise a few people. And they're going to be like, oh, those console boys aren't as slow as we all thought. He could be up there with some of the best in no time. I'm looking forward to seeing Paulie's sim racing career here at Race on Oz progress into a new niche, such as the PC. River Runs takes to the stop. So Paulie is going to get 5th as he goes across the start finish. 33 minutes left. So River's in. And as you can see, by that flashing rain light, it's a slow exit, isn't it? Paulie will pass him. River, can we see him once we hit Eau Rouge? Radion, there is River. There's still quite a significant distance between the two, but River looks to be our closest competitor to the Cyclone at the current moment. The chase is on. Can he do it with 32 minutes to go? River wants to upset some. 12 seconds is the reported distance between this Ferrari and this Ferrari driven by River Runs. Can he close that gap? River is definitely the man to give it a go. But yeah, that pit lane, it is long, isn't it? It is so long. But it's the same for everyone. which is why I think the undercut works so well here. I mean, River would have been running just as good times, maybe if not even faster at some points than Paulie. I would imagine they've been quite similar. And yet River has lost 8 seconds. This is Jono stand on Chubb. He is closing down the Italian stallion. Making a mark here on the pro class. I wonder if Chubb dives in, does Jono stand react? Jono, from past experience, is known to extend. No, he's going to do first. And I think that's a great call. So Jono should be able to get an undercut working. It's now up between him and Chubb. Alrighty. There's still the matter of Nige. There's still the matter of Nige. He needs to take to the pit stop. Paulie. Should probably... I think he's going to be third now. Once that updates. So Paulie... 8.9 seconds is the difference we see between him and River. Just waiting for the update at the next interval. There it is. So Paulie promoted to third. The only guys technically ahead of him are Chubb and Nige. And let's have a look. Where is Nige on track? The 1:01. Just coming down Blanchimont. Just want to see the interval between him and Chubb. That's going to give us a good idea if Nige actually has the distance required to get in and get out ahead of Paulie. It's going to be close, I think. We saw it last week. So Nige, I think, might be going for it. He's going to continue on. So he's very, very content, I'd say, with his lap times. Is it enough? Just need Chubb to give us a time. Just saying one lap. That's so frustrating when it does that. All right. Well, I can't really tell you. All Tech now chasing down Slambo. This is for 11th. And Jono stands come out just outside in the top 10. He does have some back markers, I think, just ahead of him as well. Yes, that's Vic Chan. Oh, no! Was that Paulie trying to get through? No. It was Slambo on Jono. So they're fighting for the position. And Slambo thought he had it there. Did the right thing, gave the spot back, but they did lose a bit of time. This is the situation as it happened. Comes in, chucks the nose in. He mounted the curb onto the grass as well. I think by that moment, it was a bit hard to back out of it, and it was the inevitable happened. Slam Bob, though, wants to be in that top 10. Jono Stan. I think he got away without taking mechanical damage there, so he should be okay. But Ortec did get the spot, which we just missed as I picked the wrong car. But Ortec is in 10th now. Jono losing out. He's got a lot of work to do now to catch back up to the Mercedes. 28 minutes is all that's left. We've also got a battle now between Eagle and Brett. $28 minutes to go. Paul says it won't be close. You're probably right. It's just trying to hype it up a little. I was hoping it. Just reaching out for a bit of... Just for a little bit of a slither of a, photo finish. But, the math doesn't sit well for Nige to do that. So he's going down to Eau Rouge again, this time. On lap 27, Paulie. Where's Paulie on track? Just at the back of the circuit there, coming up to Blanchimont. So the race, it's in this weird phase. This really weird phase. It's literally that calm before the storm I was talking about before, but there's a lot happening. Every car's at a different situation in its racing life cycle, if you want to call that. Tyres, damage levels, just people's endurance, especially for this longer race, tiredness, fatigue, and that's going to start affecting some people more than others. And we could start to see some quite surprising things happen. So we've got to keep our eyes open and on neck on a swivel, because there's a lot of action to be had in this period of the race. As the checkered flag gets closer and closer and closer with every corner completed. River is definitely flowing good. Eagle there, just overshooting the bus stop a little and letting Brett Want open up that gap just inch by inch, losing more time in the process. Belinda dropped her phone. It's okay, Belinda. You didn't drop it in the toilet, did you? I have done that before. But Paulie Belinda, don't worry. He's third, but we think he's comfortably in the lead. Comfortably. We will keep you updated. I promise. Phone or no phone. Eagle did lose time on Brett, so the McLaren driver very happy with the way things are working. Kart dude is just there, just out of reach. So this is what I was talking about. You know, for instance, Kart dude, he might start to lose focus, miss a braking zone, maybe run wide somewhere, and at this stage of the race, that's enough, obviously, to let Brett close the gap. Then once Brett gets within striking range, then Kart has to start, dealing with defending. He slows a little, and it's a domino effect from there on in. Sorry to pick on you, Kart, but I just wanted to use you as a bit of an example situation. River is closer than I think Paulie would like, so we will keep an eye on that. So 23 minutes to go. The interval's 2.9. We'll have to use that as a reference when we start looking over the numbers in a few laps' time. But yeah, River runs. Has certainly got the pace, the know-how, and the commitment here. Paulie is getting caught. That's dropped to 2.5. It's going to be a tense finish. There's definitely enough time on that clock for River to do something. So Paulie, he needs to do one of two things. Start driving faster and start driving faster. That's all that he can do. Because River is coming, and it's going to be uncompromised, unbridled. It's just going to be a fierce torrent of river water that might drown Paulie if it catches up. The cyclone connects with the river. You get some flash flooding. That's what we're on for tonight. Oh. Well, I don't think Paulie shouldn't have to pit again. So, he should be good. Heather's here as well. Shouting on. Getting behind the little brother Paulie into the bus stop. And just that lap alone, he's lost 9/10 to River. It's going to be a very, very tense moment. 1.6 is the updated time now. So River is there. He's pretty much there. Once we get to the Kemmel Straight, that slipstream, it's just going to pull him in. And it's going to be chaos for the next 20 minutes, I can assure you. Like I said, we were in one of those weird moments of the race. But this is what happens when strategy starts to influence the race. It gets very, very unpredictable. It gets exciting. And if you're a nail biter, you're probably going to have nothing left at the end of this one. The perfect storm. What an oxymoron that is. But you're not wrong. The day after tomorrow. The day before the day after tomorrow. Today. That's where we're at. And I've not seen anything this big in sim racing history. Nothing so close. Nothing that is on the line. Big time. Let's have a look. Let's remind you, for Paulie. For Paulie to win. Vic Chan needs to finish 4th. That's looking good. So, for River Runs to win the championship, though, Paulie needs to finish 3rd. And Vic needs to finish 5th. Oh, so it is. If anything happens to Paulie here, you know, these two drivers right now are the two best in contention for the Drivers' Championship. You couldn't script it. Hollywood couldn't make this up. There's nothing out there quite like the sport of sim racing, or the eSport, I should say. And this is why everybody tunes in week to week to watch these guys. The best of their craft. The grassroots ACC drivers. The best on the console in PS4 in Australia. Look at them go toe to toe right now for the next 19 minutes. It's going to be grueling. But it's going to decide not only the winner of this race, but it's going to decide the Drivers' Championship as well. There's a lot on the line for both of these two. Nige is still lapping low 19s. He's still out there too. It's absolutely mental. I don't know the updated time, but Nige is obviously doing it because he thinks he can maybe get something out of it. At the moment, there's no one really as close as these two, so I'm not going to disappear from the action, but I will keep an eye on for the rest of the field. There's a lot of close racing happening out there, but nothing this tense. No, eSports. I completely agree, Paul. Thank you. Esports are sports. I would love to know, like in sim racing with sports science, just how much, let's say, like your diet and exercise can influence your racing. Like for endurance racing, I feel like that would have some significant impact. For instance, River right now, he's got to focus. Got to keep his mind clear. You know, he's going to need the stamina as well, because he's got to not only think about exploiting anything that Paulie is weak at. But he's got to keep himself on the straight and narrow and not stuff it up. And I just wonder, I'm not saying anything, I'm not saying that, you know, the diets of these guys are bad, but I'm just saying, like, as in general rule, I wonder how much that does affect, you know, a situation like this. If River wins, Paulie's second. If River wins, Paulie needs to go third to get the drivers. Here we go. Is there going to be a swap over? You can see Paulie darts back over to the inside, but we know there's a weakness coming into the second apex because Paulie will have the inside. River on the outside. The white Ferrari still ahead. Just 16 minutes is all that's to go. And there is, on last count, I'm going to say 2/10 now. It's not 200s. That was how close they were down the Camel Straight, though. They were neck and neck beside each other. And the green machine of River Runs looking to upset the day of Paulie. In fact, River was ahead for a moment. When we went across that line, that sector line, River was technically third. Just for a small moment. Small moment in history. We're still waiting as well for Nige to pit. Chubb's extending long and long as well. So I wonder where Chubb's going to return out of all this. But wow. Here we go. Expensive rigs makes racing comfortable. I mean, it'd help. I mean, I only have like I sit at this same desk with the same chair that I sit here and talk to when I get behind the wheel. Here we go, though, through Blanchimont. Paulie going to defend the inside into the bus stop. He's going to cover all of their circuit. He's not going to let River anywhere near the backside of that Ferrari for the time being. And it's now a drag race up to La Source with River Runs knowing he needs to strike, and he needs to strike soon. Because before you know it, there's going to be no time left on the board, and he's going to have let Paulie stay ahead of it. Nigel's still out there, though. Up to Eau Rouge. And into Radion. The steep hill. We get over the top of that thing. They cut the big nose of the heel out, but they've been doing it all race. Here we go once again. The absolute straight line power of River Runs. Can he hold it this time? Into the second. Somehow, River is not ahead. Paulie stays once again ahead of River Runs. Even though that was looking so much like River's corner to take. Maybe River's being just a little cautious. Doesn't want to cause anything and just let him have room. But he knows he's a little bit quicker than him. Because every time River gets close down that Camel Straight, River's right in his business. And he's, momentarily at least, ahead. There's a lot of other close racing happening. We've got Skill and Ty Morgo between Brett Want as well. So these three have been going at it all race. And here we are at the end of it as well. And they're still digging in each other's heels. So there's a lot happening out on track. Just want to see no defense there from Ty. Go back to River, though. Mr. Wilson says it's going harder than Friday Night Bingo. And I tell you what, I've been to Friday Night Bingo. And those guys and girls that go to that bingo, wow, they're ruthless. It's River Runs, though. Still, somehow, behind, it's Paulie. Into the bus stop again. No contest yet. Just looking for the clean, controlled exit. River Runs, copying that same method into La Source now. as we start the 33rd lap tonight. There is only 12 minutes left to go in this one. Nige Guns, I will remind you, is still yet to take that last pit stop. He's looking for a gap. I think that's going to put him ahead of these two. It's going to be hard to do, and I don't know if he's got the time, but I think that's what he's searching for. So here we go again. Let's try a third time. River runs. Stuck right up in behind. He had to dart left, dart right again. And a little bit deep. That's it. Paulie, he's made the mistake. And River, surely. Oh, he just gets the inside line. I think Paulie had to give him that. But Paulie now, he's back to third. Sorry, he's back to fourth. And River runs. Looks like River's had the extra pace as well. So there it was. Ran deep. He actually joined ahead. But I think rules would have dictated that he had to give that spot there to River. Surprised. Oh, and Paulie's got a drive through. Oh my God. That's it. Paulie. It would have been track limits. I can't believe that's happened to him. What a shame. That is such a long pit stop as well. This could actually change the way this race finishes. This could mean we have a different drivers' champion. So, it's if Paulie now, sorry, River could take. River's going to win the drivers now. This is River's run. This is River's championship to lose. He's just been handed the championship. 10 minutes to go. He's just got to make it to the end now. Vic Chan's got to finish 5th. And he's down in 16th. And Paulie had to finish 3rd. He's going to fall a long way back, further than that. This is Eagle Wind on Kart Dude as well. Here we go. Kart Dude in the purple. Eagle in the Bentley. It's quite a comparison when you see those two cars next to each other. Eagle has been one of those drivers this season that has just been on top of his game. Kart Dude, though, excellent defending for now. And this is a battle for the top 5. So this is prestigious. Very prestigious. Oh, Heather, I can't imagine how this has affected everybody. There he is, Paulie, slowly. Pit lane limiter on. Let's see where he falls out of this one. We go back to the battle between Eagle Wind and Kart Dude, and you can see Mr. Kart Dude get it in the bag. Over the top of Radion. There's nothing Eagle could do to hold him up. Brett Wont gets a drive through as well. So this is what's happening tonight. They've been flirting with track limits. And the stewards have said, enough's enough. You've gone over that white line too many times. You'll take that penalty in the form of a drive-through. And Brett Wont gets one. Skill. Almost took Ty Morgo off his feet there. 8 minutes left of this one. The track's cooling as well. It's down to 9 degrees, so people have got to adjust. You just see Skill running a little wide at No Name into Puwont. The grip's going to be a lot different than it was during the optimal stage of this race. Paulie's come out in 6th, in fact. So Paulie, if he can get up to 3rd. Oh, actually, he might. This is going to be really close still. Because if because Chubb's got to stop, Nigel's got to stop. Paulie still could finish 3rd if he can get Eagle and Kart Dude. In fact, I think he's ahead of them. Yes, he is. It's just... Is he? Hang on. They're at the bus stop. Oh, he's coming through Blanchimont. Well, that's Ty Morgan's skill behind. All right, so he's got to get ahead of those two ahead of him. Oh, this is tense stuff with 7 minutes. And look at this. The track, it is just darkened up. Fog's out. These cooler temperatures, I'm not joking. This could absolutely... There could be twist yet. There's only 6 minutes left, but there still could be another twist in this. Just yet. I thought I saw Brett want... He did a bit of a spin. I think he was trying to enter the pit lane. He's had to go on for another lap. This is skill, though. Right up inside Tall Morgo's spoiler. And he's searching for any way through that he possibly can. Has not found it. But we've seen what constant pressure can do. It can make you lose focus just long enough to give your opponent the heads up. And Paul's not wrong. He just said night racing can change everything. And look at that. Track's drastically losing temp. It's down to 9 degrees Celsius. It is hardly the grippiest thing out there at the moment. Tyre pressure is going to be so important. Tyre life as well. Oh. Yeah, this isn't over. It looks... I thought it was, but this is not over by a long shot. So Paulie, he's stuck in between Eagle and Kart. Oh, here we go. Eagle! That's skill. No, sorry, that's Kart Dude. Oh, and somehow Kart Dude looked like he had the advantage. Couldn't hold on to it long enough in Eagle wind. With the confidence, gets his Bentley back out ahead. And will at least take it home to the end of this lap ahead of Kart Dude. Paulie, though, chasing them down. He is drastically trying to keep it on the road. Again, a little bit wide. He can't be doing that too much. Oh, no skill! He's had a big moment. This is what I was talking about. They've got to react to the changing temperatures. That would have caught skill out. So, I think he's going to get away with that one. Just have a look. It was all on his own. So, as we come through, yeah, he just a little wide too on the marbles. In the 607, that battle, well, that one's done. Kart Dude, 5 seconds away. Sorry, 5/10 off Eagle. Nige Guns has yet to take to the pits. Brett taking his drive through now. Here we go. Nige is in. He just comes in. River is a long way away. I don't think it's a long enough, but Nige, I know, was trying to build that gap. The darkness is upon us now. Track's at optimal. Temperatures, though, probably not what they liked. This is Kart Dude. Lights beaming. Night driving. It is a completely different beast. Ask anyone that's been out there at night time and they'll tell you it's not the same. You could know the track like the back of your hand. It doesn't matter. It's a different skill set. And these guys, while they've been going at it for this long, they need to adjust mid-race to a night race. 3 minutes left. Nige Guns. This is River. He's just coming across the start-finish. And Nige is still stationary. So Nige did not have it in him. Paulie. Don't think he's catching up to Kart Dude and Eagle as fast as he would have hoped. Eagle now promoted to third. And he's built a very comfortable distance now between him and Kart. And these changing track conditions are starting to upset the rhythm some of these drivers were in. Some others are going to, adapt better than the others. And Eagle's doing a good job at the moment, holding third. Still got to bring it home. Yeah, I mean, I understand why. I mean, night racing, it's hard even on TV. So, I mean, when you're trying to make a game look realistic and you're using, you know, reflections properly, you know, light sources properly, it's gonna look almost as hard as it is on TV to watch a game. But yeah, I'm not surprised there's not like a mode or an option to, you know, just to artificially change things a little bit just for spectators. This is Kart Dude though. He's actually found a new lease of life down the Camel Straight, and Eagle Wins had to be called to action stations down there in third. He had to dart to the right side of the track as Kart Dude was trying to slip his nose in there and send it. But Eagle was all over it. Used his car as a bit of a rolling chicane there. Didn't allow Kart Dude a moment. So he's going to have another go at it. There's not a lot of time left. With a minute left, River is our race leader. He's at the bus stop. And this will surely be the final lap of the race.
Leaders on final lap now.
So here we go. Nige Guns. Nige actually came out in second, so that was a good stop for Nige. And Eagle Win now, just contending with the pressure from Kart Dude as they round for the penultimate time and begin the final lap of the race. And it's looking like River Runs, all things being equal, will take tonight's win. And on top of that, take the Drivers' Championship as well. Of course, unofficial results. They will have to be tabulated, but it's looking like that is the situation. Paul says, lots more light spectating than driving on my telly anyway. Richard says, the PC is fine with it. Ignition Racing. The console isn't quite... Oh, yeah, okay. PC is fine with lighting. The console isn't quite where it should be at the moment. Hopefully the PS5 version. A lot of people are like you, Richard, and say, oh, the PS5 version will change things. I hope it does. Oh, I really hope it does, but I honestly don't think much is going to change. Not at all, unfortunately. Just the way 505 are. Thank you, Adam. Thank you so much. Don't forget, we've got an event tomorrow morning, if you can make it. If you want to check out what is on, just head over to our website, demoandgarage.com. Click on our latest post. It'll take you to the Buy Me a Coffee support post. And we have put in all of the events up until Thursday. Or just hit subscribe. And if you have enjoyed tonight's action, don't forget to hit that like button for us as well. Let the algorithm know that you really enjoyed the racing. But it's going to be Rivers Day, the number 400 from Bruce Hale. You will see the checkered flag, 90 minutes of racing, and a little bit more. And it's River Runs with the win. Well done.
Has finished the race.
Nige Guns will come across in second. And Eagle Win, by the end of that, looks like he's built himself a very comfortable lead and should take third. Don't forget, if you want to support us, buymeacoffee.com/demoandgarage. And also, if you just want to get on the mailing list, visit it, hit follow, and chuck in your email, and you'll get all the posted updates. But thanks again for tuning in. Let's see just how this one finishes up, though. But what a race for River it's been. And oh, what a roller coaster of emotions we've had tonight. The ups, the downs, the certainties, the heartbreak. It's had it all. Eagle Win there, taking third place. Confirmed. Kart Dude will take fourth. Oh, Paulie will take fourth. Oh, how did Paulie get fourth? Oh, he didn't. Oh, if Paulie had just gotten one more spot, he would have taken the championship. But Paulie just a position away. What a shame for him. What a shame. But there it is, the end of the race. Our winner, River. Win our championship winner as well. Don't forget demoongarage.com, guys. Go check it out if you haven't. All our social links are there. And if you want to get involved with the Bathurst 120, if you're a GT Sport or ACC driver, hit us up on our Discord and I will link you to the form. No worries, Paul. Had a lot of fun. Belinda, good job to Paul. It was a great effort. Mr. Wilson, great racing, lads. Congrats to River. Cheers for the Tuesday entertainment. Not a problem. I'm so happy to be here tonight. Thank you very much. See you in the morning, Josh, says Brian. You certainly will. Rob Barradog says, what a finale. Well done to the lads. That was a beauty. Good race from the podium finishers. Sentiment shared from Mitchell. Joe is just letting us know the team championship. First, Bruce Hale Racing. Second, Pagnian Next Level. Third was NCR, Next Chance Racing. And then SAR, Gamesman, and ICR. And they're the unofficial results. Paulie is with me in the comments.
How you going, mate?
Oh, I'm good. That race, that had it all for you. It had the ups and it had the downs, man. Talk us through it.
Oh, that was a shocker. I was watching your stream and I saw Vic spin, and I'm like, yes, because that's who I had to really beat.
Yeah.
Was my main thing, and then finish ahead of Rivers. So I saw Vic spin, and I'm like, yes, sweet. So I changed my engine map down, and I was just cruising, and then I was sort of working out in my head, hang on, if Rivers actually passes me and I finished third, because it looked like I wasn't going to catch Nige and Matt, and I'm like, oh, hang on, I can't let Rivers pass me here. I need to get going again.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But was it just the
Green light, go, go, go.
was it the changing temperature that got you out, or loss of focus? It was.
Nah, just tyre wear. I came in too early for my change of tyres.
Right, yeah. 'Cause
But
you had 40,
I came in the 45-minute mark.
minutes to go, yeah. So too long.
Yeah, too long. The edge was gone, and Rivers came in, I think, around about half an hour to go or something like that. So, yeah, he had just had fresher tyres on me. And I think that won him the championship. So, well done, Rivers, man. That was absolutely awesome, man. Great season. And, yeah, well deserved, mate. You pushed me all the way.
Yeah, it did win him unofficially, I think, on last count. But, oh, what a way to go out. It wasn't without its drama. The drive-through penalty, that must have hurt.
that was crushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was already on 3 from early on. So I was on my last one from lap like 15 or something.
Right.
So I got, so I was really taking it easy on the curbs, because I got pinged for a couple that I'm like, come on, that was like a millimetre. Yeah, so I was on edge for that, so I was taking it a little bit slower for that as well.
Did that play into your pace when you're being chased down?
Yeah, it did, definitely. I just thought, well, I can't go over trying to defend and pushing harder, and that's exactly what I ended up doing. Yeah, so it slowed me down a little bit, just not going as aggressive on the exits. And
I forget how the cars were handed out, but can you choose Season 4 your car, or is it a random thing? Because will you go the Ferrari again, I think is what I'm getting at.
No, this is my actually last season with Ruse. So, yeah, I'm actually moving over to PC. So this is my last console race.
Are you racing with Ruse or some other league?
I'm racing with ORR, so Octane Racing. I tried to get in with Ruse, but I'm like ninth reserve, so I have to wait for 9 people to keel over and give me a spot to drive in Ruse.
Well, all you got to do now is just show up the PC boys that, you know, there's some quick dudes on console, so they got to keep their heads on a swivel and just put them on notice next season. That'll be good.
Yeah, I'm going to give it my best. Got an 8-hour enduro coming up this weekend, I think, or next end of the month, I think. So that's going to be interesting. 50-car grid, 8-hour enduro with 3 other drivers.
Yeah, it's going to. Yeah, that'll be nuts. Well,
on Imola. So I don't know how 50 cars are going to fit on Imola, but anyway.
They'll make it fit, even if they have to like squeeze them in. I'm sure.
Yeah. But yeah, no, big congrats to Rivers. Really gave it to me all season, and well deserved, mate. Very well deserved.
Well, yeah, thanks for having a quick chat. I don't know if anyone else out there. Oh, River's just here. River, man. Yeah. Congrats.
Congratulations, man. Good race.
Hey guys, thank you. Yeah, that was epic.
That was tough defending you there, man. I'm telling you.
You did an excellent job. It was about 20-25 minutes, I think, and yeah, you really helped me out.
Yeah, that was the plan. I either wanted to keep in front of you or make sure someone out in front didn't let you get the win.
Yeah.
But that both didn't pan out. But so well done, man. Really well done.
What were your track limit warnings like, River? Were you close?
No, I think I only picked up 1.
Oh, well that's
fortunately.
That's handy.
I got 2 on the first lap.
Would have been, yeah, nervous the rest of the 90 minutes.
Yeah, I got 2 on the first lap and then 1 on lap like 10 or something like that. And that was it. I was on safe mode since then.
Well, you'll be back next season, River. You were also in the Ferrari. Do you want to keep it next time around? Because you've probably learnt a lot about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I have a few weeks to decide that now. I mean, probably I will stay with it, but I also like, you know, testing yourself with the other cars there. So I'll give myself a few weeks to do some testing and see where I land.
So what does this mean now? You are on the. I think you and JJ share. Well, they've got the top honours now in this league. So do you reckon you can make it do a back-to-back coming back next season?
We'll see. It's tough competition, and I'm sure there'll be new people joining the league, existing drivers. You know, everyone's stepping up with every race. I expect the competition to be fierce.
And just at Spa, because it's such a long pit stop, what's it like on the way out? Do you just feel helpless watching? Because you would have probably seen Paulie zoom by. Like, at that point on your last stop, River, did you, like, you know, I can catch him here? Or what was going through your head then?
Yeah, I was expecting to be ahead. I just had no idea how far. I thought he'd be a fair way, but I did a really good first stint, that almost 1 hour on the same tyres. I was very consistent, so to only be 8 seconds or 9 seconds behind, I was surprised, but also kind of chuffed with myself that I'd, you know, done the hard work as well, and then it was just a matter of trying to keep it smooth and close up.
Well,
I was in engine mode 4 as well, because I only finished with 1 litre, so I had to shut my engine mode down too.
So, Paulie, just for the uninitiated, because you've been taking like your stops on that first lap. Like, what's the thinking behind that?
That's actually the first time I've done that.
Someone's been doing it heaps, but anyway.
Mine was always doing it on the last lap.
Oh,
but,
that's right.
Doing it on the first lap, I thought, well, I'll just want to get into clean air. I thought I'd run my race. I don't want to race anyone. I knew it was about 60 seconds for a pit stop, so I thought I'll be way behind everybody, and I could just run constant laps and peg them all back at the end. That was the plan. And then pit halfway and then carry on. But the tyres just garbage on me compared to Rivers tyres. And I stuffed I put too less fuel in. As soon as I came out of pits, I was like, I don't have enough fuel to make it to the end, so I switched it to the engine mode 4 instantly.
Yeah, that would have been a bummer. But got to say, well done to you, River and Paulie. Thanks for making it a very exciting finish. Everyone enjoyed that one, and yeah, it's a shame we can't do round 2 next season, but that's fine.
We had a couple of close ones this season, didn't we? Rivers, first and second. I pegged you by 1 second, and you picked me by a couple of seconds on the next one.
Yeah, it was a great battling with you. We'll miss you in PC land, but I'm sure you'll do really well over there.
All right, cheers, man.
All right. Well, yeah, congratulations once again, River and Paulie. It was a great season.
All right, I'm off. All right, see you later, land. Catch us.
Catch up. And that will be all from me as well, everyone. So thanks for tuning in. But like I said, we got an event tomorrow morning. The stream will start at 10 to 10 with the race due to start at 10 o'clock. But with 5 minutes to go, just got a short interview with the organizer about what the community and what the whole idea is behind it. So join us then from 9:50 tomorrow, and then Wednesday night we will have the Go To Woe series from Paul Ricard. But that's it from me for tonight. Thank you to RaceOnOz this season. Congratulations to River. And once again, thanks to all the supporters out there. You have been excellent, but it's not over just yet. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.